Almost half of young people living in London plan to leave within the next 10 years, with many blaming rising cost of living and property prices, a new poll shows.
Here's a summary of the article.
Almost half of young people living in the capital plan to leave within the next 10 years, with many blaming rising cost of living and property prices, a new poll shows. Figures published from a YouGov survey show 47% of the capital's 18 to 24-year-olds intend to move out within the next decade. This is considerably higher than the 28% of all over 18s who think they will leave the capital in the same timeframe, the survey found. Of those who are considering a move, 56% cited the cost of living among other factors, with 55% basing their decision on high property prices. Other reasons included how busy it is, a lack of access to nature and the countryside, and crime in the capital. Almost 3/4 of North London residents would leave the capital due to cost of living concerns, followed by 59% of those in central London, 53% of South London and West London residents, and 52% of those in East London considering a move amid rising costs. A spokesman for Mayor of London Sadiq Khan said, "There is always a natural flow of people, but it is clear that the worst cost of living crisis in decades continues to put huge pressures on Londoners."
This post received a score of 4,700, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
London is so expensive now that if you earn income enough to live normally, you will be very rich if you live elsewhere in Britain.
Same W New York City. In many Texas cities, $40,000 a year salary is equivalent to $130,000 in NYC due to cost of living. A decent job of $60,000 in NYC is equivalent to only $20,000 a year in Texas due to how high rent and cost of living is. That's why so many native New Yorkers are leaving. Why pay $2,000 plus for a tiny one-studio apartment when you can get a nice one-bedroom for $800 or less in other parts of the country?
As a New Yorker, it was kinda jarring to me when I met people from London and they complained that NYC was bonkers expensive.
NYC is though. Like, try finding an affordable apartment in NYC that isn't just renting a room. You can't. I know a girl who got lucky and found a 1BR on Craigslist in an okay neighborhood. But it was $1,500. You aren't supposed to spend more than 30% of your monthly income on rent. And most jobs aren't paying that much. Even a cop only makes about $55 to $60K first year. Good luck finding an apartment with that here. And if you do, many times it's in a bad area.
I know, but I took weird comfort in believing, hey, at least London is even worse.
Serious question, is there anywhere not going through a cost of living crisis right now? I'm admittedly mostly ignorant of situations outside the US, but most of what I do here suggests that it's a very common issue. Can the middle class afford to live anywhere at this point?
Romania is pretty safe so far. With $500 you can get a 2-bedroom apartment easily in Bucharest, cheaper in other big cities like Timișoara or Iași. A new house, 4 bedrooms and a cool small yard, costs about $140 to $150K in the outskirts of Bucharest, 20-minute drive to center, and an apartment around $150K 3-bedroom in the city, 40 minutes commute without car, 20 minutes with car to the center.
Not minimizing how fucked up cost of living is in London, of course, but this is now a problem all over the world, and our leaders just don't care.
Here in Brazil, to rent a tiny 1-bedroom apartment costs more than half of a minimum wage. And the fee by day of lateness is 10% of the value of the rent. So not only you will be evicted if you can't pay the rent on the day it's due, you will also have a gigantic debt that lowers your credit score dramatically, so you can't even get a loan or credit card anywhere. Throughout the Bolsonaro government, you could visually see on the streets the amount of homeless people rising every day. ML.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.